Board Gamers Podcast. I sound like I'm tired or whatnot. I am. It's been a long night. But before I even introduce our guest, I do want to say that you are going to hear some background noise, and that is a 3D printer going off. So please bear with us. And it's just
It's not
there.
mine, don't you worry.
Yeah, and it's just there. So, anyways, our co-host Waluigi.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Long time no see. I'm on some black coffee, so you can tell I'm awake. The most awake in this chat. And now for our guest.
And our guest, Blandski.
What's up?
Yeah, this. Oh shit.
Uh-oh. Eh.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to fix that. Anyway, guys, welcome. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let me just fix this camera. Okay.
Good?
Is that good?
I don't know. Is it?
It's good enough. It'll sell.
All right, there we go.
It'll sell. Anyway, guys, this episode of the podcast is gonna be available on audio hosting platforms such as SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Anchor, and Spotify. Of course, the video playback will be available on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, where it's currently being streamed at. And yeah, as our usual tradition, we like to go ahead and recap on last week's episode where we had AJ Armzilla. Shout out to him. He goes back to Louisiana to his active duty base today.
Oh, man, I'm going to miss him.
Yeah.
That dumbass. No, I'm kidding.
I miss you, bro.
You're not. Probably not.
No, I do. We're like cousins, and I will say this openly. On YouTube, I'm not sure if it looks like there's a green screen going on. I don't know if it's just me.
On YouTube?
Yeah. But having AJ was actually pretty unique, just to have an obsession with Destiny and waifus and such.
Yeah, on YouTube it's like, what the fuck?
Okay, I'm glad I pointed it out now.
Yeah, it's weird, because on Twitch we look okay, and... Oh, yeah. Facebook we look okay, but YouTube is just like,
YouTube does not like us, does it?
no. I refresh, nothing, so... everyone, just, if you're watching on YouTube, just go straight to Facebook or Twitch. That is weird. That is weird that it's like that.
Just in case no one heard, I'm just going to put it on the chat.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get with the topics. I already recap, and yeah, our guest, Blandski.
Hey.
So, how you been?
Tired, moving, but I'm doing pretty solid.
Nice.
Nice. All right, so in traditional fashion, we always ask our guests what is their gaming origins, what got them into gaming. So, for you, we would like to know what got you into gaming.
Well, I'm sure, like everybody else, played old school games. You guys played Atari back in the day.
No,
Nope.
What?
I wasn't born.
Oh,
I didn't even exist.
I'm only 36, born in 85, but my brother was a big nerd. So he had all the cool, computers, Atari, Nintendo. So I did play a lot of his, Atari. I remember playing the second Link game, but vaguely. But what really got me into gaming was Dune. Dune 2, which was a couple years before Command and Conquer. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that.
I've heard of it.
Oh, I said Doom, but a Dune, I forgot about it.
Yeah, Dune 2. The building of a dynasty, I believe it was called.
Yeah, you're right. I just looked it up.
Yeah. Came out in 92. I remember playing it.
It wasn't even existing.
Yeah, it was like pre-Westwood RTS. That was like one of the OG real-time strategies. So that got me into playing Command and Conquer. Obviously Red Alert came after that. One of my favorite was Homeworld in like 2001, I believe. because sci-fi, spaceships, and real-time strategies. And then you got StarCraft,
I've
all
heard of
that.
StarCraft.
So
Yeah, I've heard of StarCraft as well.
and then I started. Got a PlayStation on my own when I was a kid, allowance, and then it was Resident Evil 2.
Oh,
So that's what got me into consoles. And then Final Fantasy 7. And then it opened up to the JRPGs. And it was downhill from there.
downhill.
It was like
That's more like an uphill. From what that sounds
it
like.
was spent a lot of money on a lot of video games. And then it was, obviously Halo. That's what got me into, shooters. Started getting into Battlefield. Really not big on COD, but yeah,
Like just generic shooters.
yeah. So
Understandable.
yeah, it was interesting. But I don't know why I found that super bland. Yeah. So a little bit of my origin.
Not too bad.
So what are you currently on now? Like from the from the PlayStation era, did you go from PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3?
Yes, I was big into PlayStation when my 360 had the 3 Rings of Death.
Yeah. Everyone had that.
Most people did.
Yep. I was one of those people.
Yeah. So I ended up just PlayStation was, pretty solid. So I stuck with that. Xbox let me down, even though I had some really good exclusives. I never got into Gears of War because, I had PlayStation.
Rats.
Unfortunately.
That's okay.
I did luck out on playing Fable and Fable 2.
Oh, yeah.
So that, and what was that? Jade Empire or?
I remember that game.
Yeah.
Jade Empire.
So I lucked out on that, and that's actually when my three Rings of Death. I didn't even finish that game because
Oh my
it
God.
broke. But yeah, I stuck with the PlayStation, and then I hit PC really hard back in I think like 2004, and then I stuck with PC until current. So PC Master Race.
Sounds like a chunk of
Right.
our guest.
So what are the games that you like? All right, I want to know your PC gaming origins or whatnot.
Ooh.
Like, what got you into PC gaming all the way up until now? If you're still currently playing PC,
I would be if my PC was built. I have not built my PC yet. Real-time strategies. That hands down is what got me into playing PC because unfortunately consoles weren't producing real-time strategy games. So, as I said, StarCraft, Dune 2, Command & Conquer,
Nice.
Red Alert 2, Homeworld 2.
Oh my.
Then they got remastered, which amazing. Dawn of War, Dawn of War 2, Dawn of War 3's dumpster fire. You got Total War. That's really
Oh,
what.
it's a Warhammer game?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, I didn't know they had actually a series.
yeah. And they also Total War Warhammer. It's pretty solid.
Ah.
They're making buku money off that. Good job, Games Workshop. But
never knew
they
that.
license their IP to everybody, and people just free for all for making Total War games. I mean Warhammer games.
2 questions I want to ask, and one of them being with what are real-time strategy games? Because this is the first time I'm hearing it, so I want to know like your experience, your definition of just playing real-time strategy games for people who don't know anything about it. Because in our era of gaming, most people, as you said, on consoles, they don't know about these real-time strategy games. They would have to go on places like PC to find these games, explore them, and know exactly what it is. Because we just don't know.
Yeah,
You've never heard of them.
There are a few gems out on console, which
wait,
are
would,
Halo
XCOM be a good
Wars.
example?
What's up?
XCOM?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and that don't know if that would be technically real-time strategy.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Usually, real-time strategy is you have to mine.
Oh, yeah.
Like what was that? Warcraft.
World of Warcraft?
Not World of Warcraft, but Warcraft was one of the original real-time strategies.
Oh.
Where you had to mine gold, had to cut down trees, and then you're building buildings, and you're building troops.
Oh, I found a whole list. Don't you worry.
Oh, there you go.
StarCraft is one of them.
Yep, yep.
Age of Empire, Warcraft.
Oh man, I forgot about that gem.
Homeworld, obviously.
But yeah, that's a gold. It's a gem.
Oh my
many
gosh.
of hours. And that's actually where I got a little of my modding, trying to mod ships, so I
Huh.
could do 3D modeling. But real-time strategies, there are a few gems on the console, mainly Xbox, which, as I said, Halo Wars is pretty solid. I think it's called Frostpunk. I'm not really sure if it's a real-time strategy, but it's, micromanagement, you building a settlement, putting your people out to, mine, work, and, build your empire up.
Okay. That does sound interesting, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. It's a post-apocalyptic, so it's kind of fun.
So, and my second question is, explain the Warhammer games, because
I was waiting for that question.
because my goodness, there is so many Warhammer games. It's just like, where do you even begin? Of course, you have the tabletop, traditional version
Okay.
of Warhammer, but
Like, they have
just
novels,
the
books.
games, like the games on, of course, on console.
Well,
and
it depends
PC.
on what kind of game you're into. There's, I think it's called Space Marine. It is on Xbox and
Oh,
PC.
yeah.
That is a really good shooter and hack and slash in a sense, not like Diablo. And then the new one that came out was what?
Necromunda.
Yeah, which is first person shooter. Then you got Vermintide and Vermintide 2, which is a really solid hack and slash, and you can get them pretty cheap. And then you get the real time strategy, which is Dawn of War, Dawn of War 2. I would not mess with Dawn of War 3 because it's not a good game. Total War series for Warhammer is pretty solid. They have a lot of other real time strategies for Warhammer, but
Interesting.
not so many first-person shooters. Besides the Necromundo and Space Marine.
Yeah, because I heard of that Necromunda wasn't good. Like, it was, like, there was like a lot of like screen jittering, screen tearing, and whatnot during a lot of moments in the game.
Yeah, but Cyberpunk. Come on, like people aren't producing quality games anymore in the sense of they're not ready and they're getting forced to push them out.
Like, the animation for the trailer actually looked good,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but then
When
the
you play the
presentation-
game, it's just like, what the hell?
you're like, ugh.
I'm looking at it again. What the hell is this?
Oh yeah, yeah.
This reminds me of Fallout.
Which one?
Well, technically, I'm talking about the newer Fallouts, but if
The-
we're talking about strategy-wise,
Okay.
would you consider the old Fallouts
Oh man,
like a good game to play?
I would definitely. If you've never messed with it and you want to have a decent strategy game, I would check it out because you get Fallout 1, Fallout 2, which are over the head strategy,
yeah.
and then you get Tactics, which kind of switched it up a bit, and then when you get 3 is where it just pretty much went to first person instead of the third person. There we go.
You can switch it between the newer games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was always wondering like if the original Fallouts were like a good strategy game.
Yeah, if you like a good story, it's pretty solid storyline. They give you a lot of dialogue, multiple endings depending on the dialogue you did. So think of like Mass Effect in the sense of your story.
Yeah, because I think I talked about this a while back with another guy that you can have like intense strength and low intelligence and still make the game.
Yep.
'Cause
Think of it
action
like
points are,
like a D&D scenario.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking of. Mostly because action points are AP for short is just very crucial in each of the games.
Yep.
But they took it seriously with the earlier Fallouts.
Yes,
from
they
what I
did.
heard.
They took it very seriously. So on the current ones, they give you a little more leeway.
It's slack.
Yeah.
The slack that shouldn't be given.
You know what? You're trying to immerse the gamer into what you're making. So
All right, so I want to know. All right, with the Warhammer games, of course, for those that don't know anything about Warhammer, I mean, I'm still learning.
I'm clueless.
Yeah,
I will not get into it.
still learning it. But of course, there's so many games. To play the game, play the traditional tabletop, of course. But for all the other games, you're looking at this like, what is this game? I keep seeing it so much. I keep hearing about it so much. So, Vlad, let us know what exactly is Warhammer.
Yeah, I'm curious.
I don't think I have enough time. To be honest.
Don't worry, we
It's-
got like
in the grim future. There's only war, so it's pretty much as it says. You know, the year's 40,000 or the 40th millennial or millennium, and you have the human race went out and expanded, and then they created pretty much Skynet. Skynet whooped up on the humans. Somehow they were able to beat Skynet, and this dude that has been living for BC, I think.
what?
Yeah, he's immortal. So they're his origin story is to debate, but pretty much he decided to make his presence known, and he's like, all right, well I'm human savior, and I abolished religion. He didn't want to be worshipped. It backfired big time. Then he got called the God Emperor of mankind, and it just
Oh, jeez.
yeah. It's and then you have elves, orcs, Necrons, Tau, space commies.
Space commie. That sounds perfect.
So it's for the greater good.
For Space Russia.
And then obviously you got chaos, which you get corrupted. So it's I could go more. So I would check out some YouTube videos if you're really interested in Warhammer. The lore is really expansive and a lot of books.
Yeah.
Are we talking about like novels or pure tabletop books?
Novels.
Okay, good.
Like you probably spend about a couple grand just on the books.
What?
If you bought them at value, $15 a book, $20 a book, it'll
It's
add
that
up.
many books.
I do want to ask, are there any good guys in Warhammer?
No, hold on. What was that? That was Black Panther. Yeah, we don't talk about that. Or I have a meme for it. I can't think of it.
Killmonger?
I'm sorry. What?
Are you talking about Killmonger?
Maybe.
Killmonger, how he wanted to be the hero when everyone was supposed to be the villain in the past.
Oh yeah. But there is no good guy. There's straight up no good guy. You want the human race to be good? No. It's not happening.
Well, you heard it here first, people. There are no good guys in Warhammer.
But like, who is the less like? If we had to break it down to lawful
Salamanders.
salamanders.
Yeah, the Salamander chapter will sacrifice themselves to save civilians.
Oh my
It is
goodness.
the only, and they get hated for it, but it's at the same time it's just like, oh man, yes. And Fire Boys.
Fire boys.
Yeah, they love flamethrowers. So,
Okay, this is not that bad. Now, who's the most corrupted?
well,
There's a lot of them, aren't there?
yeah, well, you got the Chaos. Obviously, all those are corrupt. Raven? No, not Raven Guard.
Because I've heard some where like aliens would go into a planet, take over internally, pretending to be a god when they're all just mutated.
Yeah. Oh, that's Gene Stealers.
Oh,
Yeah.
I learned this on TikTok actually.
Yeah. So pretty much they infect like way before they even come and invade the planet. So it'll probably take like 4 or 5 generations.
Jeez.
And they pretty much gene steal and they reproduce. Next thing you know, the people that are in the hive city start growing an extra arm. Nobody bats an eye. It's like whatever.
Oh god.
Yeah. So,
Well, that is interesting. But yeah, if you guys definitely want to check out anything Warhammer related, YouTube, Google. I mean, I would say YouTube's your best.
yeah. Or they have Warhammer Wicca. I can't remember the full name. or you can just check out the Games Workshop,
Oh yeah.
or you can bug me
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Warhammer Fantasy Fandom, Warhammer 40k Fandom.
Also, there's two different types of Warhammer. There's Warhammer Fantasy, and then there's Warhammer 40k. So the 40k is futuristic, and then you have the fantasy, which is think of like Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure that out, actually. So most people focus on the 40k, for what it looks like.
Yeah,
Guess
for the
that-
tabletop game.
Oh, okay.
So as I was saying, Total War Warhammer is set in like Lord of the Rings era, and it's actually really cool because you can have thousands of troops, dragons, people that use magic. It's pretty fun. Vampires,
That's
gnomes.
actually interesting.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. I am not getting sucked into this, but this is
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh yeah.
Ben's even said that. He's like, oh, I'm interested in Warhammer Total War, but I can't justify doing this.
That man tried to get me into Gunpla and failed.
Uh-oh.
Or you come to Flint more often, you'll get sucked into one of the
I
Or
know.
one of the hobbies
Or both.
Yeah.
I know.
Unfortunately, I'm both. Not unfortunately, but yeah, both.
Yeah, I wouldn't say unfortunately.
No, it's
It,
not
it, it's only a matter of time until you accept
the
give in.
inevitable.
You buy a couple of kits.
You buy one, and then
Yeah.
it's
I have
just
one
like,
that
oh,
I have not built yet. Like, I'm halfway done. I haven't started.
all right.
It was a regular grade I bought maybe when Uber Cosplay came with us.
Oh man,
I'm afraid to go any deeper.
yeah, going down the rabbit hole.
Yep.
Yeah, next thing you know, I'm just gonna buy like a perfect master or whatever the grades
Jeez.
are.
I haven't even done that. Like that's
It's just too much time in it. It's
Yeah,
there's not enough time in a day to go over the hobbies that you have.
I'm just trying to get fit, find some love in game.
yeah. Well, I totally agree. So I'm very happy
Gotta
to
get these games. Gotta get these games.
trying to get some gains too.
Hell yeah.
It's not that great, but
It's getting there.
yeah, exactly.
That is true.
And that's you know what? That's at the end of the day. Is you just apply yourself a little, and it'll
I
come.
want to be the Space Marine, not fantasize.
Oh shit! Good luck being 7 foot, 500 pounds, and then having like pretty much think of Master Chief. That's what these Space Marines go through.
Yeah.
They
What?
get cybernetic implants. They
Oh,
get
God.
they get metal grafted onto their bones and extra organs.
Yeah.
Extra organs. How does that?
I
Yeah,
Anatomically.
some of them would have like 2 hearts, another
I think
lung.
almost every Space Marine has 2 hearts, 4 lungs.
Anatomically, that should not work.
Well, if you're 8 foot tall,
Yeah, you're 8 foot tall. You're big as hell. Like
They
look
are
at the
big
average,
as hell.
Yeah, you look at the average human versus an average space marine. You'll be like, what?
they just
Yeah.
pick your head up and throw you. No problem.
And I remember I was having a conversation with Will a while ago, and I asked Will, is it overkill if 10 Astartes came to planet Earth and just completely wipe it out?
They would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will said, yeah, that is overkill.
Yeah. Yeah.
8?
I,
10.
even with nuclear weapons, it'd be pretty hard to beat their power armor.
Yeah.
So
Like
that's,
like everything that if all the countries were to come together just to go up against the Astartes, just 10 of them, we would still lose.
yeah,
Jesus.
That's how overpowered they are.
probably even two.
I'm looking at the
Custodes.
anatomy. And
Custodes
what,
are even bigger than the Space Marines, and they're like the Emperor's personal guard. They are beasts.
Yeah.
okay, I'm looking at the size comparisons, and holy shit. How is this legal?
That's it's fantasy, bro. Come on.
How is this legitimate? The anatomy is what's blowing my mind right now.
Well, as I said, the God Emperor genetically modified himself, and then these people.
Because it looks like a regular human my size ate another human my size times 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, my elbow.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this blew my mind a little bit.
All right. Yeah.
Huh?
I know, it's very interesting. Very interesting.
Like the science behind this is what's getting me all riled up now.
Oh no, I'm just thinking of Terry Crews. times 2. I'm sorry. This sticker gets me every time.
Oh, this is made by one of my boys.
Yeah. They're. Oh my God! I forgot how big they are.
I know, this is ridiculous. And the Astartes is like one of the shortest.
Yeah, they're his Emperor Mankind. As you can't see his face because
The non-Jesus Jesus himself.
pretty much Jesus.
Yeah.
Like Jesus on P90X.
Space Jesus.
Space Jesus, yes.
We got space commies, we got space Jesus, we got space goblins. Is there anything else I'm missing besides the demons?
No.
No.
Well, space elves.
Space elves?
Yeah, they're space elves.
I need more coffee.
All right. Well,
Oh man, that is interesting. Like your entire origins of just gaming, PC gaming, and whatnot.
And Warhammer, especially now.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
Warhammer.
My mind is
especially,
blown.
just- It's very interesting.
Warhammer can be a deep rabbit hole.
Yeah, I remember there were times for me, like when I was like, oh, I'm off work and I'm not doing anything, and I'll just pull up a Warhammer video, just listen to it in the background, and then, oh, I like this one. I'll listen to another one, then another one, then another one, then another one, and
5 hours later.
yeah, it's just like, wow,
Yep.
and it just does not end.
No.
It's like, when does this stop? Like, when do I get to the end point of the lore where it's like, okay, now I know the entire thing? Because even when it comes to like certain games, let's just say God of War, for example. Like, I know the entire lore of God of War from start to end. Warhammer, on the other hand, is just like, where's the end? Because it just keeps going.
There is no end.
Exactly.
It's
They're
space Skyrim, from what I'm getting.
bigger than space Skyrim. Can't even. Warhammer's just Warhammer.
Elder Scrolls in space.
Fair enough.
Oh, hey Gabe, how's it going?
Warhammer 40K is Star Wars, but violent and brutal.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Other than it's not in a galaxy far, far away. It's actually here.
Yeah.
But
In the grim, dark future, there is only war.
yep, there you go. That's what I was looking for earlier. Almost reminds me of the Fallout intro.
I have not played Fallout.
You're sleeping on that.
I'm sleeping
that
on
makes sense.
I'm sleeping on a lot of games like
Fair enough.
like Fallout.
I'm putting on snooze right now because I don't want to wake up to that.
I'm missing out on Fallout. I missed out on Mass Effect.
Oh,
1, 2, and 3.
I could've given
man.
Because we
I
don't
guess that's
talk.
still-
Because people told me we don't talk about Andromeda.
No one
we
does.
do not talk about that.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah.
1, 2, and 3. That's it.
Yeah, that's even though the ending of 3 was just like, oh,
And then I remember. You remember the controversy with Mass Effect 3 of the bad ending, and then developers had to
redo it. Yeah,
redo it.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like what?
It's like, come
what
on.
were your thoughts going through your head when that happened?
A little too late, in a sense. It's like, oh, hey, thanks for throwing us a bone. I don't know. And then they come out with Andromeda, and then it's just like, get out of here.
Yeah, because I was like, when I saw Andromeda, and I was like, okay, this looks interesting. Maybe this could be my entryway, or at least me getting into the Mass Effect universe. And then from all the people who are fans of Mass Effect, that have played Mass Effect, they said, avoid this game.
Yeah,
Avoid it.
I agree. It's not a good introduction to that play style and game.
Yeah.
Because they dropped the ball on that.
Yeah.
And I get it that they're trying to like, all right, well, this is going to be a standalone story, but
They really did. I
Yeah.
never got into it.
yeah, good.
It wasn't my style of gaming for Mass Effect.
Oh,
It
fair
felt
enough.
like Dragon Age a little bit, and then it just
Yeah,
bored me.
that was definitely a Dragon Age mashup.
I mean, they're the same company, so it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
They really rinse and repeat from
Yeah.
future to fantasy.
Baldur's Gate's pretty good. 1 and 2.
What
It
is
is.
Baldur's
Any of the D&D fans, you probably would love this. It's Forgotten Realms. which is what D&D is based off of.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Icewind Dale, Icewind Dale 2.
Oh yeah, I've seen it on Xbox for free.
Yeah. If you ever have time, it can consume you a bit because the storyline is very, very, very deep. And it gives you multiple choice. Your, strength, perspective, intelligence, all that, matters what you're doing.
Interesting.
Right.
What is Baldur's Gate? I've heard about the game, but what is it actually?
It's just interactive D&D game. You can play by yourself. So you can pretty much make a D&D character. Warrior, mage, wizard, sorcerer, rogue. You can pick humans, orcs, half orc, half elf, blah blah blah. So it's just strategy game. Yeah, not in real time though.
Okay. And you know what platform it's available on? Of course, it'll be available on PC.
On PC, I believe. I think they came out on console, but if you Pillars of Eternity, I believe it's called, is on console. That's a pretty solid game. You can find it cheap. There's another one too.
Baldur's Gate 3 looks amazing, but my PC can't run the game for it.
Yeah, that just came out.
I am sorry.
And I can't warrant spending $60 on a brand new game right now. That's not
That's a
optimized.
mood for all of us. That's
So,
a mood for all of us.
So it looks beautiful. But all right, so think of Baldur's Gate like a Dragon Age type game.
Oh dear
Okay.
God.
So, but
Dear
it's
Lord.
like third person, very generic graphics. So you don't go in it thinking that you're going to be looking at an amazing game.
Right.
Okay.
What the hell is that other game?
You can gather your party, Forgotten Realms, Tale of Fellowship, and Betrayal, Sacrifice, Survival. I'm looking at the Steam review.
Okay.
FGC Games in the chat says Divinity is another good game.
Divinity. There we go. Thank you. That's what I was looking of or thinking of.
Man, so many games that I've.
Steam, I'm not too
There's not
familiar
enough time.
with.
There's not enough time,
Is
bro.
it either not enough time or I've just never heard about it? Usually,
okay.
like it's like almost every podcast episode, we always have. What's so unique about this podcast is the fact that we have people on and then they give us their origins, their history, their experience with certain games, and it just blows my mind when it's a game I've never heard of, but it's like it's so dope and it has like its own community, its own fan base, and it's so big and popular. It's just like, man, I wish I could have played that because I completely missed out on that because I play, your traditional casual genres like your fighters, your action adventure games, your JRPGs, and your shooters.
Yeah.
That's just me in a nutshell.
Everyone has a unique game.
Yeah, like a lot of people have so many unique games that they play, and it's just like, man.
And you're reminding me of whooping up on people on Tekken Tag Team in the arcade back in the day. I made this dude spend $10 just so he could beat me, and
Jesus.
then I let him beat me. Sorry, Tekken Tag's right in front of me, and I'm kind of chuckling about that. How wrong, man! I used to whoop people up with that dude. I think that's his name.
Well, it's Warang.
Warang.
Warang?
Okay.
Yeah,
The Korean.
Even though it's
The
spelled.
guy that kicks a lot.
Yeah. Oh, dude. That and Soul Cal. And
Soul Calibur is a good game.
yeah, I had this girl, Caitlin. She schooled me every time she'd come to my house. She just beat me up, beat all my friends, and then I just would
Jesus.
practice. Well, I would practice just so I could beat her. Nope. She just laughed at me. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna play this character." I'm like, "Wait, you're switching it up?" And she just, as they would say, mollywop me. Just take me out. And we used to bet money, which is hilarious.
Soul Calibur is is what FGC gave. I remember the time I played against you, Soul Calibur. You hated me. I played Voldo. I was messing with you hardcore.
Sounds like what she would do.
I would love to have Soul Calibur tournaments here at Flynn's, but
You know
it's
I don't
how chaotic it would be.
it would, but man,
We just
I
can't.
don't think a lot of people in the South Florida region plays that game.
We just can't.
Unfortunately,
use custom
that's-
characters because you know how that will go.
Oh yeah,
man.
like no custom characters. Just use your own. Use the traditional characters or whatnot because I still want to get good at Soul Calibur. It's just
I'm fairly.
there's not
decent.
a huge scene for it.
Yeah, I've noticed
Unfortunately,
that.
especially here in South Florida. Like
Well,
it's-
even back in the day.
There was
like back in the day, I would say like I was very very heavy on Soul Calibur 3 back in the day.
Guys, I'm gonna sound super nerdy, but I played Soul Blade.
Yep, me too.
I played Soul fucking Blade.
Never played it.
It's the original Soul Calibur.
Yeah, yeah.
That reminds me of Demon Souls. I think it was what the original was called. Dark Souls.
Demon Souls
Yeah.
for
Or Soul
PS
Edge. I'm sorry, Soul Edge is what it was called.
Soul Edge. Yeah. Okay.
Soul Edge. Okay.
Wow, I feel so nostalgic. I want to find this game.
But yeah, man. Like
You're making me feel nostalgic about
Oh, yeah.
just talking about.
This came out the year I was born.
Oh, man.
Jesus.
yeah, like when I got into Soul Calibur, it was Soul Calibur 2, and that was on the Nintendo GameCube where you had
Oh my.
Link.
Oh my.
Oh, yeah.
You had Link
Yeah.
as the guest character on the Nintendo GameCube. On PlayStation, it was Heihachi, and on Xbox, it was Spawn.
I remember
So I got
that,
to
yeah.
play all three of them, and of course, Spawn was stupid overpowered.
Yeah, he was.
Stupid
He had his
overpowered.
friggin' mace. He had a mace and a shield, right?
No, he had an axe.
I was gonna say, I think it was the
yeah,
axe,
he had an axe, and man was stupid overpowered.
So,
like,
what was your favorite GameCube game?
favorite GameCube game for me?
I already have my answer.
Freedom Fighters for me.
I'm gonna go with Star Fox Assault.
Oh, all right, that's solid. I forgot about
Star
that.
Fox Assault was my favorite GameCube game.
Yu-Gi-Oh! The False-Bound Kingdom.
Never played it.
Never played it either.
I
Heard
just-
of it, but never played
I
it.
enjoyed the soundtrack from that game. This is the reason why I drifted for a GameCube for so long. I'm just hunting for the game now. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
yeah, GameCube is so underrated. A lot of people gave the GameCube kind of flack because, of course,
The controller or
the controller was one.
That was so goofy. That's such a goofy controller.
I mean,
come on.
if you look at the N64, most people would think otherwise.
yeah.
yeah, but not as goofy. But
That
yes,
is goofy. It's so goofy.
both are goofy. Yeah, you're right. I forgot how crazy the N64 controller is.
Like,
but
I tried playing Ocarina of Time a few years ago, and I'm realizing how crazy this is to what we
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to now,
Yeah.
and how everything was simplified.
So Xbox, I think, is pretty solid with controller.
They're straightforward, doesn't
Yeah.
Even
Like-
though they had to make revisions to the controller, meaning you had that really fat controller where you got the black and white buttons.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
no longer there anymore. That
Oh yeah.
they're no longer there.
My favorite thing was trigger control on the Xbox. Forza showed me trigger control because you could throttle.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, that and like PlayStation just didn't have it. I'm like, this doesn't feel right.
Right. Yeah, like the GameCube was such an underrated console. I was so glad when I finally had mine because I started getting a lot of games for it. Star Fox Assault, Mario Kart Double Dash, Smash Melee.
Solid game. Both another solid game.
Another good game, which I wish Nintendo would bring back, but knowing Nintendo, probably not.
Props.
Super Mario Strikers, the soccer game.
Oh, that was
They brought tennis back for some fucking reason. Why can't they bring soccer?
dude.
Or
Soccer.
basketball.
That soccer game was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Or hoops.
Yeah, that's oof.
Get some basketball in there again, man.
Yeah, Super Mario Strikers, man.
Dude, I forgot about that game.
Having your buddies over, 4 controllers, it was just chaos.
Tales of Sophina, which was I played that on GameCube. I did not realize for a year that you can plug up another controller and then have your buddy play a JRPG with you. And it was one of the
Tales
first
of
games.
Symphonia?
Symphonia. There you go.
Okay.
And you can just run around on the battlefield.
What?
Like, yeah, it was blowing my mind at my JRPG, phase.
This does look fun. This looks like Final Fantasy. Like the game, like I love turn-based games so much. Like the original Final Fantasy is what I enjoyed from it. And then I played like Final Fantasy 1, 2, 7.
Yeah, I think I started with 3, and then I just kept going down the line.
Yeah, because Japan was a little bit weird when it came to Final Fantasy releases.
Yep.
Because they have 1, but number 2 for us was number 3 for them.
Yep.
I never understood that.
Tactics was an amazing game.
Tactics was good,
yeah.
actually. That gave you like the brief summary for someone who hasn't played it.
Yeah. I think Vanguard Bandit was supposed to be tied into the same universe.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that game.
It was a
Oh,
weird.
you got the controllers.
Yes.
Oh, man, here we go.
I got the controllers. Now you see how weird they are?
Goofy, not as goofy. But that is
I
still.
don't know, y'all. What do y'all think? The N64, the GameCube.
Because I
forgot about the Rumble Pack.
It's understandable holding it like this.
Rumble Pack.
Oh my.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's easy to hold your C controller.
I remember playing Rogue One, or what was that, Star Wars Rogue One or whatever?
But then when you're holding it like this,
And you had to
Rogue
put
Squadron.
yes,
Star Wars
and you had to put that little expansion pack just to get an extra mission or
Yes.
something like that. I was like, what is this?
but then like some people hold it like this, and it just feels weird nowadays. It doesn't feel right because you have this trigger still.
That was always. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you couldn't play it that. Yeah, you couldn't play it that way.
Well, I guess like this. But how are you gonna? Come on!
It makes you think,
Like for me,
Sorry.
like
especially.
And
All right,
I
that's a
remember
little.
still to this
You
day,
know
like-
what? Fair enough. That is goofier than this in the GameCube.
Told you.
Dude,
Yeah, because you had like
yeah.
You have to
You had
improvise.
one. Yeah, you had this way, the left hand way, the full grip, especially if
You got to
you're not
reach over.
if you're not using the joystick, and then for most part, like if you're playing like Mario Kart, Mario Party, GoldenEye, Star Fox, you're using the right way.
Yeah.
100% of the time, because you're not using the left. You barely use the left button unless you map it out to it or whatnot.
Like,
but for the most part,
smokes.
you're on the right hand.
Literally. I mean,
Right.
it works for a lefty like me because it's already awkward as it is.
Yeah.
I rebuttal my comment.
Good.
The N64 is the goofiest controller.
Good. Now you understand what I have to do.
Well, dude, it's been so long since I've held one.
I know,
So
I
I'm
know.
just kind of like, oh, that's right. I forgot about the middle trigger.
I took mine
that's-
out maybe last year just to clean up. Because I have like a whole bin of retro consoles.
Oh, that's what's up.
Because eventually, when I get my own place, I want to start like putting
Having
a wall.
everything. Yeah, yeah.
Because seeing all those cool gamer rooms, I'm like, I need one.
Yeah, it's like I need that set up.
Oh my,
Yeah, you won't be disappointed.
Yeah.
that is
You
true.
will not be disappointed. So, our next topic that we have is
Well, we're talking about Nintendo.
yes. Since we're talking about Nintendo,
Uh-oh.
Nintendo released a brand new console that's coming out in October called the Nintendo Switch OLED. And of course, if you haven't seen my YouTube video of it, I highly recommend you go check it out. Where I talk about it's just bare minimum, because literally it is bare minimum, because it's pretty much
A Switch, but bigger.
a Switch.
Oh, is that the light?
No, this is the original.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty much the Nintendo Switch, except they just made the little screen a little bit bigger. So, you know, they got rid of some bezels, man.
Well, you get a little more screen for $50.
Yeah, a little, yeah, and it's OLED. Like, the PlayStation Vita had an OLED screen.
Oh, that's right. I have one of those.
So I'm just like, Nintendo, really? And you're selling this for $350. And I also pointed out on the back of the dock, they got rid of the USB, but guess what? They added the Ethernet port. So now you don't have to go out and buy the stupid Ethernet port, plug it in, and then plug in the Ethernet so that way you can be able to play online
still no-
without Wi-Fi.
But wow, you could just buy the dock and you're good. At this point, just buy the fucking dock at this point.
Yeah.
So, OLED is just short for organic light emitting diodes, or an organic LED. The difference is it's just using more like a natural light compared to an LED's backlights.
Yeah.
So there's not much of a difference because they still state that's still going to be 720p.
Yep.
There's not much expansion or exclusives, nothing really significant besides a kickstand.
Yeah.
The kickstand's the only unique thing going on.
No bigger battery life when you have it out. When you have it out as handheld. No resolution. Hell, I even pointed out that it would have made a much bigger sell if they marketed it to where, all right, the screen's gonna be a little bit bigger. It's gonna be the same size as this, but they're gonna make it a little bit more bigger because I don't like all this extra shit. It's just like if you own a smart TV or a big screen TV like you guys see back here or whatnot, you want the bezels
To be as small as possible.
Small as possible. So that way you have more of a screen. You don't get that with the Nintendo Switch OLED. I mean, it's a little bit bigger than this, but it still has the bezels. Like, they could have just got rid of that. And they could also sold it off as, all right, the screen is OLED. The screen display is 1080p out, right? And it has a refresh rate of 75 or 120. Like, they could have marketed it as that. And the response rate is like 1 millisecond. Cool. That would have been a good buy. Like, all right, cool. I can see some upgrades that they made to the screen, to the Switch when you have it out. Okay, the screen is a lot better, higher refresh rate, response rate. Cool. But you're not getting that. Nintendo literally just did the bare minimum.
I know. Work on Joy-Con drift or some shit. Like, something nice.
Come on,
Yeah.
New edition.
put some access or put money to something that's going to matter.
Like,
and
everyone
that-
will complain about the Joy-Con drift more than anything else.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to Smash players.
Oh,
No offense to Smash Play. Actually, I don't care.
Damn.
shots fired.
Everyone wants to smoke with Smash players, so might as well just join the entertainment.
Oh man, but yeah, like Nintendo's selling it for $350, knowing that, and I'm guessing they're not going to lower the price of this.
Oh,
They're
hell
just
no.
No, that's what I was looking right here. They don't have any aspect of decreasing the price of the
No.
light or the normal one.
They don't even have like discounts in their own games.
Yeah, they don't.
I've never seen a game for sale for the Switch.
Literally, I got Animal Crossing maybe $10 off of my pre-order because I made friends with an owner, with like a guy at GameStop before he quit. Shout out to you. I ain't a snitch for saying names.
We know who it is.
I'm just saying, man. Like Nintendo they could have definitely, like, if I can't even say if you're an enthusiast. Maybe if you're like a hardcore die-hard Nintendo enthusiast, all right, cool. You'll end up buying one.
Like,
but
bro, my Switch
My
collects dust.
friend, she did that. As soon as it came out, she's just like, I gotta get one. I'm like, you already have one. I'm like, she's like, no. It's the newer one. I'm like,
What?
All right, whatever.
I mean, it's not like comparing it to the PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X. This is just another Switch.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing new, no
Yeah,
significant games.
there's other than an OLED screen. That's it,
Different color?
and a different color. Like
Ooh, white.
you
Yeah,
can.
exactly. Woo.
White. You can just put
I can,
skin over
but
it.
now you can see my dirty fingerprint on it. I don't.
Yay!
Like you can go to or look up online people like who do like custom skins or custom paint jobs and just
Or just slap
White.
on some hentai stickers.
There you go.
there you go.
Silverback.
Oh, now I'm just
Man,
thinking of
don't
that
put
black and
something
white
like
lewd,
that.
the black and white lewd ones.
I mean, I have no
Now,
position.
now I'm entertaining the idea of doing that to my Xbox.
Yay!
But I'm just like, man, it's Nintendo doing the bare minimum,
They want that. They want that profit for no work.
and I honestly think that the Nintendo Switch OLED is not going to sell as much.
It isn't.
Then
Maybe
I even
they-
read an article saying that they don't plan to make a lot of money. So I'm like, so why the hell would you bring it out?
Yeah, but isn't
They're
that,
just slinging shit. That's
you're supposed to be in. It's a business. You're out to make money.
Yeah,
At the same time, you're providing a product, but it's like, come on.
they're pulling a Bethesda like early
Oh.
2019. When there was Fallout 76, that's what they're pulling basically.
God, that was hot garbage.
Yes, it was.
Oh God, it was hot garbage.
I'm so grateful for my friends in Tampa that gifted me the game.
I never even tried it just because I
I
heard
got
horror
gifted.
stories.
Horror stories.
I just
Lag is the scariest thing in a game, but still.
yeah. Well, it's yeah.
Well, I had to fight a Deathclaw like my first 2 hours playing, so I understand.
I wouldn't know.
Don't want to talk about it.
Oh, there we go.
Nintendo.
More like pretendo.
Pretendo?
Do better.
Oh, you have to see who's this YouTuber? It's bothering me.
Do better. You can do better. The Switch has potential to do better to the point where, hey, better resolution screen, higher refresh rate.
Flash kits.
Okay, I'll have to check them out.
You have to look at Racist Mario. That's like the funniest video I've ever seen.
Higher refresh rate, better resolution, a better battery, and
So what's the normal battery life on that?
I think a good 4 to 6 hours out of the dock.
Yeah, that's true. It can last a while, depending on what games you're playing. Actually, 4 to 6 hours is reasonable.
Yeah.
Like Mario Kart, I can get a good 3 or 4.
Aren't they coming out with a lot of new games? New
What new
Zelda,
games?
Mario Kart.
Oh, yeah. Not the new Mario Kart, but I think they're doing a new Zelda.
Yeah, I'm feeling the tiredness.
Yes.
It's hitting me. Sorry,
I'm
if
wide
you guys are
awake.
seeing me yawn and yawn and yawn.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on like no sleep.
Usually I'd be ready for the Sunday mornings and whatnot, but last night I went to bed at 2 and I was like, sheesh, yeah, I need to be up early for the podcast and whatnot. So I apologize.
Same.
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah.
apologize too.
The new games that are coming out probably next year is like Pokemon Legends Arceus.
That I'm gonna be getting.
I'm getting it too. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2.
I'll get that.
They're remaking Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
Pass.
Diablo 2 Resurrected.
Oh,
this
yeah.
year.
Oh, that's what's up. I forgot about that.
Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter.
I just watched that movie.
Stories 2 Wings of Ruin.
How is that movie?
Was it trash?
I had low expectations and I was not disappointed.
Oh.
So, like, I read the reviews for it, and it's just like it's entertaining. Other than that, you don't expect much.
Yeah, I mean, the next couple ones that are probably going to be good are like Pokemon Unite, which is like a League of Legends style Pokemon.
Really?
I think it's like League of Legends.
All right.
Then you have Mario Golf.
Listen, Nintendo, I need y'all to bring back Mario Strikers, the soccer game.
Please.
That's all I care about.
Hashtag
Tag Nintendo,
Mario
guys.
Striker.
Bring that one
Ninja
back.
Gaiden, the Master Collection's coming out this year.
Man, I forgot about that game.
A lot of people did.
Yeah.
That
That game
that
was...
Master Blaster for Sega. I don't know why I thought of that. Where you had a little dude, somehow he was a kid, got in a little tank. It's like a 2D platform game. Sorry, I'm just reliving my childhood games.
Nah, you good, man. You good.
I mean,
You're
this,
just,
this is a nostalgia trip.
Yeah.
Like I told you earlier, it's basically a conversation with us.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely.
Ninja Gaiden's one difficult task.
I never got to play it.
That,
Oh, the new one or the
Any of them.
Oh, all right.
I'm an uncultured noodle.
Oh, Unimasha. You guys played that?
Onimusha?
Nope.
Yeah.
Unimusha.
I
yeah.
did not.
Oh
I have.
man,
That's the game.
favorite game that I just played was Ghost of Tsushima. Tsushima. Thank you. I pronounce things horribly all the
Yeah,
time.
it's
I need to find that game.
That game was one of the best purchases. I got it for $40, and I do not regret it at all. I'm working on my the new plus or whatever they
New
call
Game
it.
Plus.
Yeah. So and
Okay.
yeah, I would check it out.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima is really, really good.
Yeah, I started
It's so
watching an
freaking
anime
hard
about.
on the new game plus. I'm like getting whooped up.
I need to get into it.
I need to play the game on New Game Plus, but it's just time,
Yep.
life.
Yeah, I can see you screaming internally all over again.
Like I don't even have time to play The Last of Us 2. And I bought that when it came out just because I love the first one so much.
Oh my god.
And then, oh dude, the first one, like I have not cried in a video game, and that really broke my heart.
I still cry over the same video game for the past 10 years. Gears of War 3.
I
What?
did
Gears
not
of
play
War
that, unfortunately.
When Dom died. I still cry over
You know what? I did watch that on YouTube, and I could see why.
That's a character I cosplayed as well. Then I met the voice actor as well.
Oh, damn, all
I
right.
met the voice actor maybe 2018. Cool dude.
Would hope so. I don't know. Like, I would hope anybody that I would meet or that I see portray somebody or aren't a dickbag in that sense.
Yeah, I made a deal with him. I just pay for an autograph. He'll sign my Lancer. I ran to my car without wasting time.
Kicking the door open. Out of
almost
the way!
did. I almost did.
I'm like picturing you chucking a kid out of the way. Get out of the way, kid!
Oh, yeah, I would. I would, because that was my favorite voice actor.
Nice.
Especially the voice of Leonardo da Vinci from Assassin's Creed 2.
All right.
Tears going down my eyes.
Me is Vegeta. I met him.
Christopher Sabat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Same.
And he made fun of me. I was just laughing because I was wearing a goofy shirt. Anyways, he pointed at me and started laughing and made fun of me. And I'm just like, cool. This made the con worth it.
I offended Vic McNogna one time.
All right.
The voice of Broly Edward. Because I showed him my calf tattoo of Vegeta. It's like, why didn't you get Broly? I'm like, this was the first choice. So then in an autograph, he just said, Vegeta sucks, Broly's better.
Nice.
Vic McNogna. Those are moments I live for.
Just Kakarot. Oh, come on. At least they did him justice in the new one.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he did.
And I actually went and saw that in theater. That was
Good. I did.
Same here.
I saw the premiere.
Me
I
too.
wasted no time.
Me too.
It was mad hype.
Oh, it was worth
I
it.
hyped up a whole theater.
Nice.
I'm like, yeah. Then a whole group of people just went around. It was on video.
Nice.
God, I want to do that in an anime movie again.
Me
Oh,
too.
yeah, same.
We gotta find a moment where we can do that, or hype up a convention.
Oh yeah. So our next subject is
Apex.
Titanfall. Well, not. It does include Titanfall 1 and 2, but Apex Legends got hacked or hacked recently to the point where nobody couldn't play a game, and then
Damn.
as you're trying to play, it says save Titanfall game or something or whatnot. Because pretty much
That's kind of hilarious.
That is.
pretty much what's going on is the fact that Titanfall 1 and 2 are completely unplayable. They've been hacked, DDoS, whatever you want to think about it, to the point where
Rip.
nobody can play the game online. Like, no one can play the game online. They can't find the lobby. They can't get in. And Respawn, the people that made the game, that developed the game, they only got one or two people handling Titanfall 1 and 2.
That's
So, and of course, they're still selling it on the store.
Origin or whatever.
Steam, Origin, PlayStation Store, Xbox.
I don't think I've ever seen it on Steam.
They sell it on Xbox, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all right.
like the game is still being sold, but it's unplayable.
So you're
it's
selling
like-
a broken product.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, and now
Single player is awesome on Titanfall 2. Just
Oh,
saying.
yeah.
Just
Oh,
saying.
definitely.
If anybody likes first person shooters and you like a good storyline, check out Titanfall 2. But unfortunately, don't expect to play online.
yeah,
Dang, I did not know that.
yeah, and now it reached to Apex because now Apex is the new child of Respawn because
I could see
it's popular, it's making money while everyone else is moved on from Titanfall 1 and 2. Some people, like, even when when the new season of Apex started, which was on season 9, people started going back to Titanfall 2
I could see
and
why.
maybe 1 to replay the game, and then they go back to Apex. Like, it always happens. Like, every season there's always like a resurgence of people playing Titanfall 2 and 1 whenever there's like a new season of Apex because they're somewhat connected.
And also Mecha. Who doesn't like Mecha?
That's true.
So with that, of course, the Apex hack was temporary. So you can now go back to Apex and play online. But for the people who want to play Titanfall 1 and 2, they're not going to be able to play, and they just want the game to either be fixed or just completely take it off the store. I would say completely remove it from the store because
Until it's fixed.
yeah.
Like,
So that would be
that
the
worst case, just give us all an individual refund or something, or compensation. Some Apex coins.
Yo, some people want to because they couldn't play Apex online, they wanted an heirloom. Like, some heirloom shards.
I can get into that. I'm so mad. I'm still waiting to get into my first heirloom.
I need to start playing Apex again.
Oh dear God.
I'm only
like
down
a casual.
to maybe 3 or 4 heirlooms I have to get. I've gotten everybody else's. I've gotten Mirage. I've gotten Caustic. I've gotten Revenants recently.
Oh, nice.
I've gotten
I think I only have 2.
Bloodhound. I don't have Wraith. I don't have Lifeline. And I don't have Pathfinder. And I don't have Octane. So those are the only 4. Everybody else already got theirs.
Yeah, I have none.
Any other shooters you guys play online? Like Siege or what's that?
I also
Warzone?
recently played Battlefield 4 because
dude,
after the hype of 2042, of course,
Battlefield 1. Ugh. Sorry.
Battlefield 1 was fun. It was fun, but
World War 2 or
no,
1?
the World War 1.
All right.
It was Battlefield 5. I was just like, yeah.
I think that's the one I hated. I did not like 5.
Like, I like the mechanics and whatnot, but it's like you can only do World War II so much, and there's not a lot of weapons, vehicles.
There's better World War II first-person shooters.
Yeah.
What is that? Red Orchestra 2. That game's amazing.
Red
Orchestra 2.
Red Orchestra.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying Red Dead Redemption.
No, that's an awesome game.
That is a masterpiece.
Yeah, I bought that when it came out.
Red
And
Orchestra 2. Oh.
Yeah, it's old.
Heroes of Stalingrad.
And then exactly. And then they also have Rising Storm, which was the Pacific Theater, which is pretty interesting running as a Japanese rifleman with the bayonet.
Huh.
But anyways, Apex Legends.
Apex, Battlefield, those are the only 2 shooters I'm currently playing.
All right.
I mean, I'm on Apex. I wouldn't count it as a shooter, more multiplayer, but Knockout City once every while, which is a dodgeball game.
Oh, that sounds pretty fun.
It is. It's something chill. It's free to play. And I would say it's good if you have a good amount of people that know how to play the game. It's cross-plat. And I haven't heard much complaints about the game or anything crazy. I'm trying to think about what else about the game I can talk about. Besides the special dodgeballs they have. It's brutal.
Speaking of soccer, Rocket League, you ever play that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Rocket League.
I've always wanted to do a Rocket League like LAN tournament here, but I don't know if people would be interested.
I would. I'd show up for that.
I would.
Because let me see, all we need is like 4 PS4s to do it, and there's 3 at Flynn, so
I'll bring mine.
Oh my goodness. I'll bring mine too if I have to.
5, and then with my PS5 that makes 6. Then we could just have 6 people, 3v3, and just have at it.
Yeah. Go to town. Mad shit talking.
I'll go initial D.
Uh-oh. Oh, man. You got to play that music, too, while you're doing it.
That would be sick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Man, that's a shame that Titanfall got hacked.
Yeah, man.
And they only have 2 people?
That
is
2
insane.
people managing. 1 or 2 people managing Titanfall 1 and 2. Let me see if I can find that article.
Yeah, I'm looking up. I'm gonna look it up too. I gotta do something. A little bit of ASMR.
Ooh.
Yeah, I heard that one.
That's rare for my back to pop like that.
Yeah, Titanfall only 1-2 people left to work on franchise. Everyone at Respawn working on Apex Legends.
What?
I get it. It's like, you know what? You guys got to work on the moneymaker.
And Titanfall's an old game. I think it came out in 2014.
I would agree.
2014 is when Titanfall came out, and it was on Xbox and PC at the time.
Yeah, I played it on the PC.
And it sucks to hear more bad news about Titanfall, especially 1 and 2. Like Titanfall 2 got fucked over very bad.
It did.
It was such a good game, but it got screwed over so bad.
It was an underdog. It was definitely an underdog. Like my friend told me, he's like, dude, you got to play Titanfall 2, and I'm like, I'm not into it. He's like, bought it for me just so I could play it, and I'm like, oh, all right, I see what's up. And then the multiplayer blew me away, and I'm like, this is, hardcore parkour. Sorry, I was watching The Office the other day.
Yeah, like it sucks to hear that. More bad news about Titanfall because it is a good game, and it can always be, you can always, be better than what it currently is.
Well, hopefully they would come out with a part
It's just
3.
that, of course, the publisher EA, they released the game between Battlefield and Call of Duty.
Bad timing. Yep.
Bad timing. I'm like, why couldn't y'all release this in March? Like you guys did with Titanfall 1, to where there's not a lot of shooters, or release it in January where, okay, there's no competition.
Wasn't it Battlefield 2 they came out with, the Star Wars one? A little bit after Titanfall 2 got released?
Oh, Star Wars Battlefront 2?
Yeah, Battlefront, there you go.
I think it came, when did that game came out? Let me look that up.
Yeah, I can do the same thing.
Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh, I was just reading a reply that Respawn
2017.
was talking about Titanfall. They literally said that the frustration doesn't even help Titanfall anyways. I'm like,
You said
that's
2017?
cold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 came out in 2017.
Yeah, Titanfall 2 was 2016.
Yeah. And I remember the launch of Star Wars Battlefront 2 and the controversy of it.
Oh,
Woo! Sheesh.
I still played it. Because Star Wars.
It was
I can't
rough.
believe they did a cease and desist to that guy that was remaking Battlefront 2. It was actually a playable game. He had video of the actually being playable, and they're like, no, you got cease and desist. So, or you're gonna get sued.
EA just does not fuck around when it comes to that.
No.
Because they just want to take your money.
Like F you, give me money.
Yeah, I doubt they'll make a
Boycott
Battlefront 3.
EA. I mean, boycott EA. Yeah.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Nobody has.
I used to love Madden.
I never played sports games.
What? Fair enough.
That's serious.
Yeah, you ain't missing much.
Yeah, Madden back in the day
The
was
only
pretty
EA
solid,
game I
but
think I played was Harry Potter. And I think I've talked about this once.
Wow.
Wait, let me make sure it was made by EA. Before I start capping myself.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, as a publisher, EA is trash. It just sucks that some of the decent games,
EA made Harry Potter.
some of the decent games like Titanfall, Battlefield,
Dead Space.
Dead Space is under them. I
Which-
also heard a rumor that Dead Space may come back.
Probably, but
Oh,
the
really?
producers are making a new game. I forget what it's called, but it's supposed to redefine the horror genre of games.
Right.
But it's by the same people that did Dead Space. So they have a little trailer. Looks interesting. It's on a prison planet, which Chronicles of Riddick, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
Interesting.
Which that game was actually pretty good.
I've heard good things. I never got a chance to play it.
I unfortunately bought it, and then
Unfortunately, bought it.
I unfortunately broke it after I bought it. I played it for like 2 hours. I did something, and it broke the CD. And it was a pretty solid game. That was another underrated game. And it shows on how Riddick got his eye
vision.
powers.
His vision.
Yeah, and he did not get injected by some dude in the prison that he was in. A god gave it to him. Because they have gods in their world, or their universe, which is pretty interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, don't drop the space soap. That's scary enough.
What you looking up on?
Chronicles of Riddick. I was trying to figure out what game this is called. Escape from Butcher Bay.
There you go. Yes.
But don't drop the space soap.
Yeah, I love that. I'm going to have to remember that.
Anything with space in it just sounds funnier.
I agree.
Yeah.
You ever seen Dragon Ball Z Bridge?
Yes,
Team
Air
Fortress?
Bridge. Yeah, I love the Overlord ones, too.
Yes, we're going to go to Space Australia. Or no, this sounds like Space Mexico.
Wait, oh man, I'm thinking of Gundam. Like how
We
they
opened
have.
up something new.
Well, no, you're talking like how they what was it? Each nation had their own particular Gundam. So I'm laughing about one of the Gundams was Mexican or Neo Mexico, and he literally had a sombrero, and it just was so goofy. And then you get the Windmill Gundam, which was Denmark.
Wow.
I heard something about a tequila Gundam, and I couldn't.
I believe it. I believe somebody would come out with that.
And it had sombrero and everything, but it was good for vortex or like some kind of water. Who said Callisto Protocol?
Don't know.
That's what it is. That's Dead Space. The guys from Dead Space.
Oh, okay. Don't mind me.
Somebody
Callisto
knew what I was talking about.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they showed this trailer in December of 2020. Ooh.
It looks entertaining.
I think I heard about this.
If it's anything like Dead Space, it should be good.
All right. Y'all want to move to the next topic, which is you had to be there.
Oh, man.
So in this segment, we talk about our experiences of, like, you had to be there. Like, there had to be a moment in gaming where you literally had to be there. Last week, I spoke about you had to be there when Halo 3 came out. For me, this week, you had to be there when, I would say, when Skyrim came out. You had to be there. Because I went to a game night release, midnight release, and at the time I didn't have a car. So I walked, I would say, 3 to 5 miles to GameStop, like 11 o'clock at night.
Bro, that's a hell of a walk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's like a 3-hour walk.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it wasn't a 3-hour walk because I made it there on time.
That's back and forth, though. That's what I'm trying to...
Okay, yeah.
That's back and forth.
Yeah, like, went to GameStop, midnight release, came back home.
Tired as shit. Wanting to put it in.
Oh, no, I was wired. Like,
I'm sure you were, yeah.
Like, when I got the game, because I bought Skyrim, and I also had the strategy guide book.
Oh, man. All
So
right.
I was ready to go. I had my snacks. I had a can of Red Bull in me already, so...
Mountain Dew ready at the house.
So I played Skyrim when it came out from midnight release all the way up until 8 in the morning.
What?
I believe it.
Yeah.
That's how it was with Halo 1.
Like, the hype for Skyrim was huge because when I got to GameStop, there was a line that wrapped around.
What?
Yeah, literally a line that wrapped around GameStop and whatnot. And by the time it got to me, I was the last one to get Skyrim because they ran out of pre-orders.
So you lucked out.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because some people were there to buy it while others had pre-orders. Good thing I pre-ordered it. Same thing with the book as well, because I pre-ordered the book and I pre-ordered Skyrim. So went to GameStop. I'm there with a whole bunch of other people. You had the Skyrim theme playing outside of GameStop. It was so hype. I had a really good time, and yeah, just talking with other people and, hearing them about, I'm going to start off as a Nord or start off as Red Guard, whatever classes that they're going to start off with and how they're going to go about the game. Just hearing about the game and just talking with other people about how they're going to play the game and what they're going to do. Like, it was so much fun. And it's like, you had to be there when this game came out because the hype behind it was high. And when the game did come out and you did get to play it, it was just
high
that
tier.
high.
It was high tier.
It really was.
Yes, the game did have its bugs and glitches and whatnot, especially on the PS3 where it was very rough. Like, it was very rough for me. If you had the Xbox 360, it was rough, but not as bad as the PS3. So, either way, like, you had to be there when Skyrim came out because, man, I dumped so many hours into that game on the PS3 alone, and then when I finally got a gaming PC, I bought it on the gaming PC.
The mods.
Yes.
No.
Yes. The mods. And I dumped another 100 more hours into the game. So I would say on the PS3 and the PC version, I would say I have collectively up to 500 hours.
I'm gonna share a meme with you later.
Dear God, if it's Thomas and Jake.
That's my experience of you had to be there. So what's y'all's?
For me, as you said, it was Halo 3. Because I remember I did pre-order Halo, and I went there. It wasn't that big of a hype. Halo 3, I showed up. I was like probably 2 hours early, and next thing I know, big line down the street. Some dude pulls up with the van, backs up, and he has Halo 1 playing in his van. And I'm like, what? I was like, I've never seen a console inside of a vehicle before. And we're all just sitting there playing Halo.
That's sick.
Yeah, Halo 1 on this dude's little TV in his van, a little generator. We're all cracking up, getting high off the fumes. Because I just remember, I'm like, this can't be good for us. And then just hauling ass home because I got the metal special edition. I think it spent like $80 some. And I did the same thing with you in Skyrim. I spent all night just powering through. And then went to work, sluggish, hating life, but can't wait to get home to play some more. And I'm like, all right, I guess I gotta be an adult. Let me handle my stuff so I can go home and just
Yeah, because before I let Waluigi on talk, because last week I said that Halo 3 was one of those games like, yo, you had to be there when this game came out, because I said that when this game came out, I was still in my senior year of high school, and I remember going to school, and there was like half the school wasn't there.
I wonder why.
Half the school wasn't there, so it was either...
Why is everybody missing Halo?
Yeah, literally, like, it was either mostly the girls that were there or guys. Either they didn't have it or they didn't have friends.
Or they don't even know about it.
No, they knew. They either had the strict parents, didn't have an Xbox 360, or they didn't have friends that had the game. So that's the reason why you were at school. But if you knew someone that had Xbox 360, you'd be over at their house, playing that game, nonstop.
Dude, that reminds me of when I bought my Halo 360. I had a really good job at the time, and I remember going to was it EB Games at the time?
Yeah.
So
EB Games.
This dude behind the counter is like, somebody's grandma must like him. I looked right at him, and my grandma was dead at the time.
Oh,
and I wanted to smack the fucking shit out of him. But I'm just like, I'm an adult, bro. I was like, I have my own money. And I dropped $400. Like, bought a bunch of games. And just to him to insult me. And I was like, and I put him in his place. But I did it respectfully. But it just, for some reason, he reminded me of that.
Yeah.
And, dude, fuck you. If you're watching this, shame on you.
Shame.
Yeah.
All right, Waluigi, you had to be there experience.
So last week I talked about Guilty Gear and how I managed to win with the skin of my teeth. I'll bring it back to Assassin's Creed Brotherhood when it first came out. I was playing a multiplayer for the first time, and there's a game called I think Cat and Mouse. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I've never played any of the Assassin's Creed games.
So there's a game where
I forgot about the online.
a lot of people did. Surprisingly, I'm one of those few people. But there's a game where it's called Cat and Mouse, where people are chasing you. And I remember winning a game by a landslide, running from a lot of people, but there's a lot of choices in characters. You have the barber, you have a harlequin, you have, I think, a butcher, a barber. I chose the prostitute.
Nice! Alright.
And I won running away from multiple people as a prostitute, having this Xbox 360 achievement, letting me know that.
That is great.
I was 12, I think I was 12 or I was 13 at the time. I never laughed so hard realizing I was a hoe running from everybody else.
Man.
Give me my money!
That's my little story. I gotta see if I can find the achievement.
Oh, I do have another. You had to be there experience. I do have another one.
Oh, dear.
And it's one more. And
Company Heroes 2.
What you want to go?
Nah, well, no,
all right.
I digress.
My second one, almost like Halo 3, but it wasn't as big as Halo 3. That was
epic.
Gears of War 1.
Go on.
When that game came out,
There's a lot of hype for that, and it was well worth it.
when that game came out, I remember my buddy, he was gonna go and pick up the game. I didn't have an Xbox 360 at that time, but he wanted to go pick up the game midnight release, and I remember the line. I remember the line at GameStop was just stupid long. Stupid long. You had the cutout poster of Marcus Phoenix, like right in front of GameStop or whatnot, and you just see the line, and then you just see all the guys just talking about Gears of War. Inside of GameStop, you had at least 4, like almost like cabinets like these, but 4 of them just all of them Gears of War. You just see people either they're there to pick up their game or they're just inside,
just hang out and play.
Yeah, hang out and they're just playing and whatnot. I remember every day after high school, me and my boys, we would go to GameStop just to hang out there because we could play Gears of War.
Yeah.
Until my boy, he finally got a Xbox 360.
And then you just show at his place.
He got extra controllers.
Oh, had to be there for Grand Theft Auto 3. I remember going to Blockbuster, being able to rent it at, like, the guy I knew, he's just like, oh, I know you're underage, but here you go. And I never brought it back. I ended up buying it. I ended up buying it. It was so damn good. And I had my friends like, oh, I hear you have Grand Theft Auto 3. And I'm like, yeah, come on over. And we just hours and hours and hours of just playing it. You had to be there.
Yeah.
I'm going through my achievements finding this.
Like, Gears of War, like, you had to be there when that game came out because, man, did it change gaming.
Yeah.
Like,
the cover system alone on that changed. But speaking of which, Freedom Fighters had that, which was a GameCube game. Mm-hmm. But that same concept of the cover system,
right?
But yeah, Gears of War was.
Yeah, you had to be there when that game came out. Like Halo 3, Gears of War, like it was a mandatory requirement.
If you got an Xbox, you better have that game.
You better have both.
Yeah, exactly.
Mandatory.
One or the other, my opinion.
One or the other, but if anything, your friends would make sure that, you're going to get this game.
Because it's an Xbox exclusive.
Oh my God, I've been playing Xbox since 2009. I'm going back.
I'm thinking of when Fable.
Especially when online was slowly becoming a thing where you could play online. It was mandatory for you to have a headset and Xbox.
Yep.
Mandatory.
If you didn't have a headset, you're a loser. You're a loser.
That's true. That is so true.
Like, you're missing out. You are completely missing out.
That's before Smack Talk really became what it is now.
Yep.
Like.
Yeah. Because, you remember, of course, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
I was there for this briefly.
Last week, and I said this on last week's podcast, I said that, online toxicity was at its highest peak during that time.
Oh,
but
yes.
It began during the Halo 3 and Gears of War
Medal of Honor 2. I remember playing with my brother and smack talking so many people because me and my brother would just pretty much like run house on people. Either he'd be a sniper and I'd be running around with the BAR, or vice versa, and he'd cover my back and we'd just mollywop people. And that's my brother's like, you got to relax on the shit talk, and I'm like, fuck them. Sorry, but. And then, that all transferred over to Battlefield and then COD. And, and then now we have the newer generation of young kids talking about banging your mom.
Yeah.
Vendor to people that talk about their dads. Don't mess with those people.
I always love the, where they find your address videos. I love that shit.
It's like, so you want to come over for tea?
Yeah.
It's going to be tea, but maybe you for soccer quarters.
There's so many moments that
where you had to be there.
Yeah, you literally had to be there. And it sucks how now, fast forward to now, it's like, there's not that many you had to be there moments because it's like all of the best moments literally happened before online gaming became a thing. Like, we can, of course, you and I, we can go back years and years, like the N64 era, the PS2
definitely.
era.
Dude, I can go back to Super Nintendo era.
What?
I remember going to Toys R Us and being super excited to get Street Fighter on the SNES, and the original Mortal Kombat, having to put the code in to get the gore because they did not allow it.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Anyways, unfortunately, the newer generation are not going to have the "you had to be there" moments.
Yeah.
So,
other than maybe awesome clips and moments that they had like inside gaming.
Yeah.
That of course you can see on YouTube, but it's like those real life moments like outside of gaming. It's still centered around gaming, like midnight releases. Like how many people still go to midnight releases now?
Rare.
Very rare.
Mostly because of all the pandemic and all
Well,
that
now
nonsense.
definitely. That's what I was going to say with
The
COVID.
pandemic, and even before then, like not too many people were still going to midnight releases because guess what? Oh, I can just digitally download the game.
Sure.
Or if they pre-ordered it early,
I
they
get
can
it
have it
shipped to my house.
shipped to their house.
Oh yeah, the whole introvert move.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's like
I'm down with that, but I'm not. If that makes sense.
It gets boring.
It does. I like human interaction as much as I don't like people. I like the people that I like, but
True.
but it's like
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
it's like those moments of gaming where you can interact with other gamers outside of the online world and in real life, and you just go into GameStop. Like GameStop was that place where you could meet other gamers that
That's
like the
true.
same game
And
as
local
you.
people too.
And exactly,
They're like, oh, you're into this? It's like, all right, well, share info, and next thing you know, you got a new friend just because you guys are, getting Gears of War.
yeah. Like GameStop used to be that place, and it's like now it's a shell of its former self because of so many
It's
leadership changes,
online.
businesses practices.
And I'm only going to give you $2 for this new release that you're trading in.
Yeah,
That always annoyed me.
yeah.
Oh hi, Kingpin.
I'm just like, man, yeah. I'm like, man, you guys
You're missing out.
are completely missing out. Like, yeah, digital is all nice and it's convenient, but you're never going to experience these moments that we had growing up.
Yeah.
Walking to the store
Yeah,
at 11
walking to
o'clock,
the store,
hanging
being
out
at
with
GameStop, hanging out with a bunch of other people.
seeing a dude bust out a van with a little TV and a generator, playing
Hoping-
Halo 1 and
Hoping
getting...
it's safe.
Yeah.
Hoping it's safe.
GameStop fights.
I never seen.
I forgot
one.
about
Damn it.
those.
That
I
sounds
saw
fun.
plenty of people getting beat up at GameStop for really no real reason. Just
Power to the players.
you cut in line. You didn't cut in line. Pow. Okay, that dude just got punched.
But I do like at least one tradition is still there, and that is whenever there's a new console coming out, people will camp
out, yeah.
Yeah, camp
Yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah.
At least that is there.
You see people with the mattresses outside.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember
mattresses.
that. I remember that on PlayStation 4. And I'm trying to go to Best Buy, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? PlayStation 4. I'm like, all right, well, I need a flash drive. I'm like,
9, 10,
well, at that point, I'm just kind of like, yeah, that's a little out of my league right now.
15.
No, like if we were in our younger 20s or whatnot, oh yeah, we're camping out at
Oh, yeah.
I never had friends like that, and I'm still in my younger 20s. So I just realized it's been 7 years since like the delay of when I first got an Xbox 360 to a One. I didn't get mine until 2016.
Oh, man, I just got an Xbox One
Nice,
4 months ago, 5 months ago.
nice.
Yeah,
Hit me up.
my coworker, no, not the new gen. What's the new one?
Xbox Series X.
Yeah, or Xbox One, yeah.
Yeah.
So my coworkers, he's like, "Well, I'll sell it to you for $100." I'm like, "Hey, all right, I'm running."
Honestly, that's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless there's an issue going on. I got mine for like $130 pre-owned at a GameStop.
There you go. His was super clean, no dust in it. I'm like, "Do you even play this thing?" He's just like, "Oh, I just watch movies on it." I'm like,
What?
"All right, dude."
Well, I mean, it is Blu-ray, so you can't really just knock the hustle.
Hey, dude, it's,
I mean, same thing with PlayStation.
you know what? That reminds me of that video that I watched. It's like, oh, you can buy this Blu-ray player for $190, or you can buy this PlayStation 4 for $120, and it does the same thing as this and more.
True.
Yeah.
And it's like people don't realize that.
Not many people. It won't hit people until later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're not gamers. Some people, but
But you can literally just watch Netflix, go on the internet,
Dude,
on your Xbox or your PlayStation.
Dude, I watch YouTube on my PlayStation 4 more than anything else.
I have Netflix, I have Verve, I have YouTube, SoundCloud, all of my Xbox.
Nice.
But I only use Verve, and that's it. Which is basically the poor man's Crunchyroll.
I've been sleeping on SoundCloud. Forgot about that.
I do, just because there's a lot of weird rappers.
I like the Nintendo Core that was on my playlist, so now I'm gonna have to fuck. I'm gonna have to fuck with that when I leave here. Because, dude, that was a whole genre I didn't even know existed. Was Nintendo Core.
Nintendo Core, like, are you talking about 8-bit music?
Yep.
Or?
And then just add like some dude screaming, or just a Nintendo or 8-bit type stuff, and then just badass drumming. They're exactly. Did you ever Buster Rhymes in the
Yes.
Wii? Yeah,
Yes.
that is so good.
The Wii Shop.
Yes, it's so good.
I heard the one with Gucci Mane, and I loved it.
Oh, all right, I might have to check that out too. But that's how I found out about. It's called Pokemon Split. So a whole bunch of people that were into 8-bit music and like hardcore type stuff did 151 songs of the Pokemon.
Oh
I don't know if they finished it all.
That sounds
but
like a lot of work.
It was, yeah. And they even actually, some dude digitally made a cool picture for every Pokemon for it. And I found out about this band that's in Hollandale called All Hail the Mustache that did one of the songs on there. And I just ended up being friends with the guys. And then COVID hit, and they can't play anymore. But just
All Hail the Mustache. Sounds like my kind of people.
yeah, it's. Oh man, I wanted to shave so bad this morning, but I could not find my beard trimmer. Moving sucks.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
But anyways. You had
great
to be
moments, there. Yeah, great moments of the past, and I got plenty more.
Oh, we can go all day.
Yeah,
I could go all day.
But of course, I'm gonna save mine for of course, next episode. But yeah, like people just y'all don't know what you're missing until it's completely gone, and then you're just gonna hear about it in forums or other places or podcasts like this one about there was a moment in gaming where we did stuff like this, and it was epic. Like it may seem cliche or it may not be a big deal, but back then, it was a huge.
Oh yeah,
it was a huge deal.
If you weren't there and you did not buy that game, you're a loser.
Yeah,
be there or be square.
Aspect. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. All right, and our next topic is what does gaming mean to you? And we'll start off with you.
All right. Well, gaming back in the day was an escape because my stepdad was a maniac, big drunk. But then I realized it was a nice way to experience a story that somebody else produced. And then realizing, it's like, all right, well, you know what? They have a different aspect of reality, I guess, and just relax and get immersive in the game, and as I say, escape. So yeah, then I just started enjoying being relaxed and playing online games and being competitive. So it grew as something more.
All right, Luigi.
I know we talked about this in episode 20 when we were at Taco Fest, but gaming is definitely an escape, a therapy for some people. I choose as a therapy and a way to relax due to stress and a lot of anxiety I've had over the years of trying to be social. Sorry, heard something. But yeah, I take it more as a therapy in its own method, even though it's like $60 a game. Worth it.
Side note, as my buddy said, if you can warrant the money that you put out on a game for 1 hour, so say you play a game for 60 hours, that's $1 an hour. So it pays off.
Yeah, that is true.
Or if you buy a game and you play it for two minutes, you're like, this is garbage. And then you waste $60.
If it's free, it's bonus points.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
Apex Legends.
I have about
unless
120 hours on that game.
Unless we put in and all the bundles and shit.
Well, I mean, we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about it at all. What about you, Silverback?
I would say, what does gaming mean to me? I mean, it means a lot of things for me. It's definitely it has its own culture, its own unique culture that people who are outside of gaming or don't know anything about gaming, they're never gonna understand because gaming in itself has developed over the years, and it's cultivated this unique culture that you're not gonna find anywhere else, especially when you can meet people in this gaming culture, whether online or offline, and then form real connections with them. For me, personally, it's more of the connection that I have with the game. Like, what does the game mean to me? Like, is the story good? Is the story bad? Can I relate to this story? Can I find aspects of the character that I can relate to, or find certain things that we may have in common? And it definitely is an escape because real world sucks. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you think you'd be better off in the video game world. It depends on what video game world, because I am a huge fan of the Dark Souls series, and that's one of the worlds that you don't want to be in.
No.
You just don't. You'll die a lot, and you'll just ask yourself, when does the suffering stop? When does it stop? But then it's so rewarding when you overcome obstacles and you overcome challenges that just seems impossible. And it relates to the same way in real life, where you overcome obstacles in your own personal life, in your own personal challenges. When you overcome them, you just feel joy, you feel relief, you feel satisfied. So I definitely love gaming, and I just want to see where it's going to continue to go in the next 20 years, because me in my 30s, I know what gaming was like 20 years ago, because I was still gaming then, and I've just seen it just keep going up. And some people make the comment of eventually gaming's going to go on a decline or whatnot. Possibly, but with the way how it's been going, I just see it keep going up, because yeah, there are going to be some shitbags and some douchebags and whatnot.
But just like real life?
Yeah, just like in real life. But there are a lot of good people that use gaming as a way to escape from reality for a brief period of time, connect with people that have the same interests with them, and then form a community. So that's what gaming means to me, is culture and community.
Nice. So, side question real quick. Do you guys have any people that you have met online in gaming that you guys still talk to over,
Multiple.
Okay.
None.
None? Oh.
None.
Well, I want to give
Wait. I would say one.
All right.
Yeah, one.
Well, I'm going to give a shout out to my clan, Waka Flocka Seagulls.
Waka Fucka Seagulls.
Waka Flocka.
Waka Flocka?
Seagulls, yeah. We're literally, we just call ourselves the Goals. But I met these guys when I played World of Tanks, and then it progressed into, we game all the time. I haven't gamed with them in a while, but I met one of the dudes lived in Coral Springs.
What?
Yeah, and we're on WhatsApp, and he's like, "Why do you have the same area code as me?" And I'm like, "Because I live in Oakland Park." And he's like, "I just left Coral Springs." I'm like, "What the shit?" I was like, "I've known you for a year. I didn't even know you lived down the street." He's like, "Yeah, I just moved to Washington." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Damn.
So it's small world.
Holy smokes.
And that's the gaming community, as is that crazy sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And I've known these guys probably 5 years now, and they know a lot about me, and vice versa. And I have dude from Scotland, dude in India, Germany, Deutschland, and a lot of Georgia, Washington, but yeah.
Yeah. I would say for me, it's one person. Yeah, I've met one person offline, and I think they followed me on Instagram through me being in the con community and whatnot, and that had to be FGC Game.
All right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy smokes, Gabe!
Yeah. Someone that I gamed with, and then finally met him in real life.
That's what's up.
And I think it was this year at Otaku Fest, I met FGC Gabe in real life, in person.
Nice.
And we would just game, every now and then or whatnot, and then, bam. I was like, wow.
Wow.
You just
Small
never know.
world. Yeah, exactly. You never know. That's the little things.
I'm sending my friend a link so he knows I'm talking about him.
Oh, nice. Yeah, all my goal clan mates are like, you better send me a link of the podcast. I'm like,
Aw,
of course.
my heart.
So
That's cute.
Well, I had to give them a shout out because I almost forgot about them. We got a lot going on and we got a lot talking about.
I like how I'm texting him the whole situation to explain it.
Nice.
All right. So eventually he'll join or whenever, but so about like 5 or 6 years ago, I got bored on Black Ops 2 when it was just coming to clans. So this dude recruited me. And when Kick was like an app for weirdos and shit.
Oh, Kick. Yeah, I remember.
Oh,
It's
I
like,
forgot about that.
It's like talking about fucking AIM.
Oh, Jesus. I forgot about AIM.
I know.
I am old.
Yes, same
I'm
here.
old.
So am I. Well, I'm the youngest one here, so
Yeah.
I have no say.
Yeah, you got to say.
So back to Black Ops 2. This guy's like, hey, you want to join my clan or join this clan? I'm like, why the fuck not, since I was lonely and I graduated high school. And we were in a Kick group, and there was all these fucking weirdos. So we just got to know each other. He's from Canada, Toronto specifically. Nice.
I tried.
So we join, and we're in this clan, so we got bored. And I tried to get with, like, the clan leader, because she was kind of, like... I thought she was attractive, but then I see, like, everything ugly about her, especially her lazy eye, no offense.
Ouch.
Wait.
God, I'm putting pressure in. I'm putting pressure. Since he's watching, I might as well just say it. So then after she kind of like did some bullshit, we just talked more and became friends, and we had a lot of similar interests, like anime, gaming. We played Soul Calibur, Black Ops, and we would always keep in touch. Like, we're talking to each other right now on iMessage.
Nice.
He goes by Chris. And we would always like catch up every few months, and we've known each other for 5 years.
All right.
So like, I want to plan a trip to Canada to go see his bitch ass and hang out.
You should.
What else games have we played? Like, we always talked about, because he's always on PC. We went from 360 to the Switch to PC.
And then you went PC Master Race.
I know. I mean, with this little shitbox, I'm glad.
Ah, dude, you probably play some games on that.
Probs. Like, we tried League, and then I got super bored because League is terrifying.
Yeah. I'd rather play Smite.
We played Smite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say anything bad about Vendetta because we always talk, shoot to shit. I would be driving here from Flynn's, and then I'll call him like, yo, I'm falling asleep. Can you talk? And we would literally talk for hours on the road.
Dude, that is rare that you can find somebody that you can just bullshit with.
Yeah, we
And
use,
then just-
since it's international, we use Facebook audio.
There you go.
Or, I'm sorry, FaceTime audio. And that's like what I find like the most wholesome. And he's like, I'm still in bed, so he'll probably see this later. Fuck him. Then I have some people from... Actually, I made friends here from Flint, so I can't say online, really. Who else have I made friends with? I'm trying to think. Well, TS Cosplay is a good example. He's a good friend I looked up to, the reason why I cosplay, and his friend Lazypool. Utahns...
I like that name.
I know,
Lazy
the
Pool.
Lazypool. He is the definition of fucking lazy. He just wears a Deadpool mask and that's his cosplay. That's the whole gimmick, but that's funny.
I always wanted to do a tuxedo Deadpool.
I did a Hawaiian Deadpool, but
I
that's
love
not
it.
important.
That's awesome. My favorite dress up was Ace Ventura with the pink tutu.
Oh.
I had so much fun with that. But that was Halloween, not a cosplay. But sorry, I didn't mean to
You're
take...
fine, you're fine. I'm just telling you we'll see it later. Been calling him a cunt to insult him.
Oh, you remind me of that meme where the guy's like, "Stop being a cunt." Just like,
I took that personality from Billy Butcher from The Boys, but
oh, dude,
The reason why
It's
I'm rude is
that
because
guy
of
and the Hound from.
Yes.
Have you seen the video where he's just like, "I just want you to call me a cunt," and he's just like, "You fucking cunt," and I'm just like, Jesus. Sorry for the language.
No, you're good.
I mean, this is immature, but TS
I
Cosplay
know,
and
but-
Lazy Pool I met 2019. I was a follower of TS Cosplay since I first started cosplaying in 2016. And then I'm like, because my girlfriend at the time was gone, I'm like, you know what, let me join this party and shoot my shot as a friend. I like how I just go in like, hi, I'm a fan of yours. Can I join you? Yes. Yes. And then that's how we just kicked off. Like, we became friends after I broke up with my ex. Like, he helped me recuperate,
That's awesome.
along with you, Silverback, and everybody else, which I'm definitely grateful for. And having these kind of friends is very unique and rare. Like, me, TS Cosplay, Lazy Pool, and their friend Brady, we have like a Snapchat group where we talk almost every day saying, hey, are we linking up? We always plan when we're going to join or do a stream, even if it goes sideways.
Dude, that's, as you said, rare.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah,
people
sure.
don't have that aspect.
They might be pains in the butts, but they're still good friends.
You know what, dude? Life's a pain in the butt.
Oh, I know.
And if you got somebody to share it with,
That is true. Definitely grateful for their friendship. Shout out to CS Cosplay, Lazy Pool, Brady Moose Valdez, and Chris Watson, if he gets his lazy ass up. That's right, I'm calling him out, bitch.
Oh, man. Well, since we're out of topics, do you guys have any other personal topics or, well, not personal topics, or any other side
don't worry.
topics or anything gaming related you guys want to talk about? And for those that are currently watching, you guys have any questions that you want to ask of us, please do so now.
Don't be shy.
Yeah.
also, I'm looking forward to the Expanse next door.
Oh my goodness.
That's gonna be,
We all are.
Definitely Warhammer's going to go down because I'm going to be here a lot. I'm
Like-
probably, this is going to be my, I told Will that I'm going to, put a little cot in the side just so I can sleep here and wake up and play Warhammer.
Oh my god. Like, how big is a Warhammer table? For like,
About this size.
oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be
Or
like,
you can go bigger.
like Knights of the Round Table, or like
Usually you want to.
the last meal of Jesus Christ table.
Probably could do that.
Yeah.
What?
Well, dude, some of the models, man, they can be this big.
What?
Yeah, but normally you have a model about.
I could just picture a bunch of minis and some kid just going whoosh.
I've seen it happen.
I would see hands thrown.
Yeah. No, you see a kid thrown. That's what you're seeing, not hands. You just see.
You heretic.
Oh,
Is that what they say usually
Yes.
in Warhammer?
Yes.
Heresy or heretic?
That's heresy. So yeah, you're spot on.
You're heretic, because I remember seeing your meme, Silverback.
Oh yeah, you got some good ones.
Oh, yeah. That I do.
Oh my god.
That I do. Oh, man.
You know, it's weird to see a chat without COVID. That's weird.
I know.
Usually there's something sus or suspicious.
Uh-oh.
So Coven's like the mod of his chat for Twitch,
Okay.
and he says some sus stuff. He's probably gonna come back at me later and just say,
Probably.
"What's up, man? Heard you talk shit."
Any questions from anybody?
Nothing as of yet, but as you said earlier, like I am looking forward to expansion
Oh,
because
yeah.
since I'm going to be, since I'm the guy, the TO for
You are
all-
the guy
Yeah.
for the tournament.
yeah,
The-
I am the guy for the tournament and
legend.
whatnot. I have lots of ideas on how I want to do the tournament layout and just go from there. It's gonna be a great time. So that way, for those that complain about having the tournament outside,
It'll
you
end.
see how spacious this is, right? Now imagine fitting 20 to 30 to 40 people in this.
58 was the
But
last
think of 5 times bigger than what's here.
Yeah.
with AC.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
With AC.
Oh, yeah. Like I've uploaded photos on my Instagram. Well, they're in my stories or whatnot. But if you follow me on Twitter, like it's there of what the expansion side will look like. And even if you are interested in just say, hey, can I take a peek? Yeah, just ask.
Also, donations would definitely benefit Flens.
Yes.
Yeah,
And get the ball rolling a lot quicker.
yeah.
Yeah, there's multiple links that you can donate to Flynn's.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to donate to help with the expansion, by all means, go to Flynn's Arcades, their social media, click the link, and it'll take you to their website. As a matter of fact, yeah, go to the website.
There you go.
That's where it's at.
Even
It's-
their Facebook too. Sorry.
Yeah, it's I believe it's Flynn's Gaming, flynn'sgaming.com or Flynn's Gaming FL. You'll find it and you'll see the donation link. Donate, and hey, it'll go towards the expansion, and you
keep
will
forgetting
see
I
the
have a PC.
magic that is going to happen
I
on
keep
the other
forgetting PC
side.
and I'm looking it up on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're gonna see the magic that's gonna happen over there, because this side, as you guys see, like these TVs that you guys see back here, especially when I switch it to my camera, like all of this that you see will be on the other side. This whole entire space will just be nothing but arcade cabinets. So it'll be a lot more spacious in here, but it's gonna be even more spacious on the other side. And that's where all the consoles are gonna be at. That's where all the tabletop gaming is also gonna be at. The card game tournaments will return as well.
Karaoke.
Karaoke as well.
Dear God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Live events.
Oh yeah, that's
There's a lot that's going to be going on the other side.
Oh,
that-
hell yeah.
cosplay events are going to be nice.
yeah.
They're going to be more wild than last week's.
Yeah, yeah, and it was pretty wild.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So mad I didn't have my Gundam contest entry, but that's a different story.
Yes. And how I cosplayed as Will.
Oh, dude.
We all cosplayed Will. We all cosplayed.
Dude, he got so mad with that shirt, and then I'm looking right at him. He's the pose of the shirt, like you're standing
I
next
know.
to him, and I'm like, "You're doing it right now." He's just like, "Oh, I hate you," and then like walks away, and I'm just like,
We
"I'm
literally
sorry,
said-
dude."
We played chess, and he witnessed this. We
I love you, Will,
love
but
you, Will.
that's hilarious. I love that you're a meme.
We pulled it up. I still got to get you a shirt now. You remind me.
That's cool, dude. After I saw it, I'm like, I need one. Give me one.
And I did the same exact pose.
Yeah, you did.
I'm tempted. I have the video that Silverback made of me, and I'm tempted to freaking make a meme out of it.
You gotta grow your beard like his, just for shits and giggles.
Nah, I'm gonna keep the stash. This
What?
makes it more unique.
He's got a stash too.
Because I'm not Will. I'm Williamo. I'm Latino Will.
Wait, isn't he? He's Latino, isn't
Is he?
I don't know. We'll ask him when he comes.
He's telling me some crazy stories, but that's we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
No, we will not. Unless he comes into the next one.
I know this is going to be like a little bit off topic or whatever, but since you guys are like moderators of the Grid at Flynn's Discord,
I
did
always
you get
forget
that
about
one? Did you see the all right.
I'm good.
Lucas puts out a message in the mod
Lucas.
chat saying that, okay, so last night while I was hyped on 3 Rebels of varying flavors, it hit me. The life-size Will Standy is great, but you know what's better?
Oh, God,
Hear
I'm
me
reading.
out. A Will body pillow.
Can we get one made just to give it to Will?
Don't get me started. I can pull this off.
But I kind of want a cutout of Will, just of him like that.
Oh, God, I had
Just
to,
a cutout
I
would
had to
be
walk- I had to walk away
would
from
be
that.
hilarious.
Oh, man.
Lucas, that is an awesome idea.
Foxbox, you're chaotic, and oh my God, I approve of this.
Yes.
Watch, I'm gonna pull this off again.
I still all right. Cool. 2 things: a body pillow, Will, and a cutout,
I gotta actually
life-size cutout.
I gotta make a business name for myself before I start
man.
making everything.
Oh, man, Will's going to fucking kill you.
Yes, he's gonna kill all of us at this point. Me first, and then everyone next individually.
Yeah.
I think I'll be all right.
No, you will not. No one's safe. Actually,
We'll see what happens.
He's more safe than me, so.
I'm like
But-
the least safe about.
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
you're the least-
you're the first that gets taken out. At least if I know something happens to
It's
you,
you
I have,
and then Joy-Con.
and then I have a chance to disappear.
Joy-Con encouraged it, which makes this even better.
Nice.
So yeah, if you see the last episode of the podcast, you'll see Silverback wearing a shirt,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna be posting it on my Instagram and possibly Twitter later, with some NBA YoungBoy.
Poor Will.
We'll need to shine, and we're
Oh
making it
yeah,
happen.
Will definitely needs to shine.
Oh, yeah.
It's always Ed's like the face, the face of Flynn's, and
Yeah.
then Will's just like, meh.
Now he's the structure.
Yes.
We made Will as relevant as Team 4-Star made Nappa relevant.
Oh man. hey Vegeta. I just love the.
Hey Vegeta, you're my prison bitch. Look, it's a Pokemon.
Yes.
Oh god, we are pure evil.
Alrighty.
We gotta close this before we
Oh yeah, we definitely do. All right, it's time for us to wrap this up and put a bow on it. And Blandish, thank you for joining us.
I had a lot of fun.
Yes, I'm
I
glad,
like that.
I'm
like,
glad you did.
Usually this is out of my comfort zone, and sorry, I'm hungover and I've had not much
You're
sleep.
fine.
I know I'm fine. I'm just telling everybody else that I'm. This is me in rare form of just being super haggard. But I would love to do this again if you guys would have me. It's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Waluigi, any closing thoughts?
Blandish, so glad to meet you in and out of Discord because this is the funniest shit that we're probably pulling off. But definitely looking forward to having another episode with you.
For sure.
Maybe if Uber cosplay, because that seems like a good combination.
Oh man, I'd love to powwow with Ben.
Yeah.
Ben's good people.
We got to make that a thing. Have him and Ben on.
Oh my god. Definitely. That's going to be... We got to plan this later.
Oh yeah, in the future.
Anyway.
We got this time.
Oh yeah. Anyway, guys. Well, this has been episode 31 of the South Florida Gamers Podcast. You can tune in to the live audio portion of the podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor. Video playback will be available on Twitch and Facebook. I will be working on the YouTube one shortly, so give me some time. And yeah, stick around for not next week, but the week after for our next guest. With that being said, until next time, and as always, stay classy.
Peace.